Hello everyone and welcome to your English lesson for today. So our word of the day is preemptive, okay? Now this is serving or intended to preempt or forestall something, especially to prevent attack by disabling the enemy, okay? So what this is all about is today we're going to be writing our counter argument, okay? So you can think of Eddie Xanadu as our enemy, okay? So we're going to prevent attack from Eddie Xanadu by having a counter argument, don't we? So remember we said about how just Eddie's going to say that we're really immature. So we're going to jump in there early, be preemptive and get there first and say why actually it's a good thing and it reflects what the Infinity Park is all about. So learning objective. As a writer, can I create a counter argument to enhance my persuasive writing? So we've got a quick flashback for type thing for you. So to be chosen for the mission would be a dream come true, full stop. Suitable word. I know that nothing is guaranteed. And then the next one is there's a suitable word. I realize how serious space missions can be. Sometimes I think it is just as important to relax and enjoy the moment. Okay, so pause here, have a go. What words do you think could go in those two spots? We're going to be using those later on today. Right, welcome back everyone. So I have said to be chosen for the mission would be a dream come true, full stop. However, I know that nothing is guaranteed, okay? So we say about how we would love to go on this mission, but it's kind of saying, but I know that nothing is guaranteed, okay? So we're comparing these two ideas, okay? Although I realize how serious space missions can be, sometimes I think it is just as important to relax and enjoy the moment, okay? So this is just a different way of structuring the sentence, okay? But it's still allowing us to balance these two ideas. So although I realize how serious space missions can be, sometimes I think it is just as important to relax and enjoy the moment, okay? So the first one's doing it with two sentences. This one is doing it with one, okay? Just a different way to do it. So our objectives for today. So shall we go through? Because we've been doing brilliantly, haven't we? Let's have a look. Remember, there was only one that was missing, and that was this one. And we did that yesterday when we looked at our transitional phrase, didn't we? We did a brilliant job of comparing, linking paragraph 2 to paragraph 3, okay, with our transitional phrase. So we've now done everything we set out to do, okay? And we haven't even finished yet. Fantastic. Well done. Right, just some observations from yesterday. So once again, you have all worked incredibly hard in your sentences. And can I also just say how impressed I was at your ability to listen to my feedback from the day before. So many of you went through and changed your paragraph so it flowed through from one mission. So you started with the flight simulator and you went through all the way, or you started with the desert mission and you took that all the way through. Well done, okay? You clearly listened to what I was saying and your writing shows, okay? The benefit in your writing clearly shows. So well done. Excellent listening and great editing. I love to see that, okay? So many people were scribbling all over their work with editing different colors and pencils and pens. Just, oh, it's fantastic. Well done. So when editing your work, I want you to focus on the following things today, okay? So as well as general checks you would normally make, I would like you to make sure you have numbered each sentence and identified a clear separation between each paragraph. And finally, ensure you have access to all of your work in one place. So what I'm noticing is some of us are uploading things and they're uploading sort of, maybe it's a Word document for one paragraph and then they have a separate Word document for another. And my only concern is that we might get a little bit confused and start to lose track of where the flow of our work is going. Obviously, if we were doing this in school, we would all be working on clear paper or in our books and we would know exactly where we had gone, okay? But it gets trickier when we're doing it at home and everyone's got access to slightly different things. So it's just a case of make sure you've numbered each sentence and you've identified a clear separation between each paragraph. So show to me, you can even box it off if you like, if you're doing it on paper, box it off, say paragraph 1, paragraph 2, because remember, when we write up in BEST, we won't have those gaps between those sentences within each paragraph because it's a normal paragraph. And remember, you block off a paragraph, you have a block of text as a paragraph, then you leave a gap, and then you have your next one, okay? So that's just going to help keep that in mind for when we write in BEST, because I don't want us to get confused and be like, oh, what sentence was this? And get messed up, okay? So that's your job, as well as the normal checks you do to make sure it all makes sense and you're happy and you haven't got any unnecessary words, okay? That'll keep us right online to do a brilliant job of writing it up in BEST. Now, your speech. Today, you'll be writing paragraph 4 of your speech, and it will contain 3 sentences, okay? There will be a specific objective for each sentence that will be explained before you write it, just like normal, okay? So they'll have a video, watch the video, write the sentence, take a break. Watch the video, write the sentence, take a break, okay? Same pattern as always. Now, here is your plan. This is the sample plan that I'm going to share, okay? This is your counter argument, okay? So my point, I'm admitting my weakness, okay? See here, admit your weakness, immaturity. So I have been a little immature at times, okay? That's me admitting my weakness. I'm saying, look, you know, I'm not perfect. I've been a bit immature. Going dune diving during the desert mission. So remember, you can choose one of these here, okay? And I've chosen going dune diving during the desert mission. I think it would help if you mentioned, so if you remember, you tagged people, but you did it on the zero gravity plane. Or if you're talking about computer games, and that's just been the whole time, hasn't it? Liam never stops talking about computer games, okay? Now, that's my evidence. So that's the time I showed it, okay? Now, I would like you for this last sentence is going to be an acknowledgement that actually, you know, it happens, and but space missions require you normally to be serious, okay? So I've said space missions usually require you to be serious, but also important, and this is obviously just in plan form, this is not proper English, but also important to live life in the moment and enjoy yourself. Reflects what Infinity Park is all about, okay? So this is what we're saying is having fun. You need to explain that having fun, living life in the moment, okay, and enjoying yourself by going dune diving, all of that links in, okay? That's what we're saying. We're saying, look, we've been a bit immature, and there was that one time where we dived off into the sand and made loads of mess, okay? I had a great time. And this is where we come back to our flashback 4. Although space missions usually require you to be serious, it's also important to live life in the moment. And that's what the Infinity Park is all about. So you can start to see how we're going to structure this, okay? So this sample plan will be available for people who didn't get their plan done, but by all means use yours, because I'm sure yours will be brilliant, okay? Now, speech. So once again, keep going with the line paper, keep going as you've gone, but like I say, clearly separate out each paragraph so you know which sentences refer to which paragraph, okay? Because that's, like I say, really going to help you when you write up in Best. And remember to number them too. You can just do little numbers in the corner. You can do them in worded numbers. I don't mind, but as long as you know, that will help you, okay? So it's going to have 3 main elements. Start by admitting your weakness, immaturity, okay? Everyone's going to have the same weakness. I'm a bit concerned if we start talking about other weaknesses because it might be harder to tie them back to why it's a good thing. So I would say everyone stick to immaturity unless you're really, really confident you've got another weakness, okay? Then by all means go for it. But I would say stick to immaturity if you can. Give an evidence of when you, example of when you're immature, and acknowledge that it is important to be serious sometimes before spinning it round to a positive, okay? That's why, remember, that's the most important thing is you accept that, you know, look, Dr. Drax, I know you need serious people on this space mission. I know you've spent loads of money. I know you've put loads of effort in, but sometimes it's important to be positive too, or sometimes it's important to be fun and enjoy the moment too, okay? So that's spinning it round, and Dr. Drax will go, yeah, that is why I created the Infinity Park, to inspire young people to go off into space and enjoy their lives, okay? So bronze, complete all 3 sentence objectives using the sentence starters and prompts provided. Silver, using some, although, and gold, all 3 sentence objectives using your own original ideas. Now, I've been more prescriptive with the with what you need to do in each sentence today. So some of the sentences have very clear objectives. So I would say bronze in this case would be listening, it would be using some of my ideas where I speak, you know, when I sort of give my examples. Bronze would be using those, silver would be using a couple of those and not really, and then gold would be ignoring my examples and kind of just using the direction. And that will make sense when you see it. But for example, I'll say to you, I want you to either use although or however. Now, obviously, I'm saying please use those. So you can't do gold in the normal way, but you can by going completely against my ideas that I announce verbally. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, just give it a go. You're doing so well. Your focus, your writing is just superb. It's such a pleasure to read. It really is. And we're almost there. Okay, we've got 3 sentences today. We've got 3 sentences tomorrow as our conclusion, and then we can have a well-earned break. Okay, so well done. Keep going, and I can't wait to read it. Well done.